Welcome back. This is number 3. That's what this is. I'm gonna have a look at these here keepsakes. I love the Ancestral Spirit's Horn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is the choice. Alright, now for the fun bit. Well, sometimes that is the fun bit, unfortunately. Let's see. This is the staff that has that Ash of War that shoots out a bunch of magic. That's pretty decent. Shield's bad though. Let's look for good shields first. We got one. That's a pretty obnoxious weapon. Bow and arrow I'm kind of down with though. I don't think this is full fizz block. I know this one isn't. And I don't think this one is either. Yeah. Not much of a choice here, I think. This is just the right answer. Main goal here is to not embarrassingly throw. Like the last 2 attempts were. Yeah, that's the goal. I at least want to die like... I don't know. If I'm going to die in Limgrave, it's got to be to one of the 2 scary bosses. If I'm going to die in Limgrave. And I'd rather just, you know, not die in Limgrave. This should be slow but free. Pretty good damage. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll past that. Swing once. It's my go-to for beating this guy. I just wait for that combo. The scariest thing he has is his little shriek. Just roll into that swing. Yeah, and then this weapon's really slow, so it's not too good for dodging damage there. This is punishable too. Oh, that's okay. I tried to roll first. And then I hit R1, and then he did the yell. So be it. Tall white beam at the end of Rick, blue at however you get over there. One of these days I'll learn. It's not near any of the underground things. Oh, is it just there's like a cave over here, maybe? I think I've gotten that item once, and then it just didn't stick in my mind how I did it. Preserving boluses, that's good. Oh, look at that. We've got the young. This. What's it called? My Lord. It's a good one. Like for Moog. Oh, we got the circle too. The ring. So we're hoping for a good weapon from Kale. That's what I want. Something that can get very good damage or offers some excellent utility. Ideally an Ash of War worth pressing, since I have the Ancestral Spirit's Horn. I will be able to use Ash of War without carrying blue. Somewhat liberally. Rotten Battle Hammer. I like that weapon. And Kale is literally not selling any weapons, but he is selling the intercontinental ballistic missile that is Oga. And the immaculate, beautiful jellyfish shield. And fashion-wise, one of my favorite chests in the whole game. So he's cooking at this fire. I just need some runes. And because the enemies aren't randomized, I can definitely get runes. Yeah, okay. So I want the jellyfish shield. It's basically just an extremely high durability shield that is supremely lightweight. It has that weird Ash of War. I always forget what it does. I think it buffs your damage. Or taunts enemies or something. You could evidently I do not remember what it does. Those are very different things. It does something decent. And Oga is one of my favorite summons in the game. He's a beast. If you can keep him in archer mode and prevent him from going melee, he's like having a little baby Radon on the field, which I quite like. He's not my favorite because he moves. So he's not dependable. He will occasionally kill himself. That's why Latenna is the best summon. She never kills herself. She can't do it. But he's very good. He likes shooting his bow. That's what I need from him. Are you ready for Pipsqueak Chipmunk? What's her name? I don't remember her name. Well, whatever. You know who it is. Beautiful. Okay. Up through gate front. Yes. Yes. Oh. Oops, didn't grab the item. Gold Rune 7. Great Omen Killer Cleaver. Well, you know, it's usable. It's just very heavy again. I kind of want a weapon that's not so heavy, ideally. Swarm of Flies. It's one of those wonky bleed spells.
Everyone who only to have it, you know, is quite a lot.
What do you want?
Heading to entice well that, but I don't have. It's scared. I want nothing.
Give me item.
And
3 Holy Grease. Yeah, that's technically item. I'll allow it. Show me Golden Rune 11. Nope. That was a one-time deal, I guess. Number 2, regular Smith 4. Dude, I'm mashing triangle. We're not. It's not giving it to us. We're just gonna hop up. Gold beam. Melania Gauntlet. Nice. Rotten Duelists, Greaves. Dolores. Jackpots. Stone Sword Key. That's also quite good. Double Stone Sword Key. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, officially now, any death that I have in like early Limgrave, I'm just throwing again. I need to not throw again for my own sanity's sake. That is, yeah. Dolores can go on right now, even though I'm not going to be able to summon. What am I doing? There it is. Yeah, so that was, this takes me to heavy. I love these pants, but they taunt enemies. But I love the fashion, man. I love the fashion. I don't know why. Something about the like wrist, the shin guard, like gladiator kind of deal. It matches my hammer. It just has to happen. It has to happen. How much FP is this summon? 87, and I have 82. Okay. What do you have for me, Bernal? 2 Great Glove Wards. Great Grave. Increases mind. I didn't know it did that. No, I'm gonna buy that actually. I mean, this is 200, but I'd rather use it now than have to re-menu if I'm just short of something. I do... Alright, I do want that. So, here's what's gonna happen now. 85. Can I level once? I can. I'm gonna put a point in mind. Wait. No, I'm not. I can't summon here anyway. I was like, yeah, I'll use Dolores and we'll fight Bernal. I don't need Dolores for Bernal. A. And B. Can't summon here anyway. She's a roly-poly today. Just rot. There we go. Now I just need to interrupt the heal spell. That's what this is. Tried to backstab him off that, but he rotates while he drinks. Oh, that was unfortunate. Good. Okay, so we have his bell bearing now. I can just buy those things from the fingers. Don't have to worry about him moving up to Volcano Manor. Disappearing as a vendor. Plus, we got a bonus Golden Rune 10 out of it, which is pretty nice. What's up there? Is that a gold? That is an orange beam. I don't remember how you're supposed to get up here. All I remember is struggling trying to jump up this. So, naturally, I'm gonna repeat that mistake. It's gotta be from up there, right? Can you get up there this way? Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Oh, it's not even a long trip. In an enemy randomizer, it'd be a little dangerous because there's some enemies. There's some wildlife. I mean, is this really supposed to do this? Yeah, it's fine. It's so hard to gauge fall damage in this game. God Slayer's Great Sword. I don't think I'll be equipping that. Cauldron 4. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Help me. I am these. I just give and I'll don't dally. Give it your all.
I'm so colorful. Like really vivid reds and blues. Even some yellows on this shield. Right, that's the other thing I got that means I can't throw the run. Stone Sword keys. So I can go down to Ulcerated Tree Spirit. Which I suppose technically is a way that this run could soft lock. If I actually don't have 2 Stone Sword keys in Limgrave, I couldn't get down there to that boss. And I need 1 in Weeping Peninsula, right? To fight the Hero of Zamor. So actually, yeah, it could be kind of bad. I guess that is a way that things could go awry. Is this a normal amount of stamina? Why do I feel like it's way more than it's typically supposed to be? I guess it's always bigger than your health early game in this game. Okay. Yeah, you did fine, dude. You were fine. I'm gonna buy some of that from the 2 fingers. Most likely. Most likely. So this fight's pretty free. If memory serves. Maybe I should put 1 level into Mind and get Dolores in on this to give her a test drive. The hardest part about this is that I might be getting goon squatted a little bit. Oh, he's a friendly fire machine at the moment, so I'll take the freebies, I guess. It gives me blue back to kill those, so I could be using an Ash of War if this weapon had one worth using. I don't think it does, right? It's just like... Yeah, that was... that was not at all worth doing. Oh, he can be rotted, too. I really didn't expect that. Rot is very weird. Fairly free though. Twin blade. Okay. So there's more bones. More bones coming to life. I don't think I've ever cleared this area out, so it's weird to choose to do it for the first time in a hardcore run with no health regen, where I can just be tickled to death gradually over time due to my lack of experience. So I think I'm gonna listen to myself on this one and just move on. Let's open this. How many do I have left now? 2? Okay. I want to keep... I don't ever want to drop under 2. until I'm like finishing the area. Limgrave. Finishing the entire region. Medicine, Peddler's Bellbearing. The reason I don't want to drop under 2 instead of 1 is that 2 lets me get into the Fringe Folk Hero's Grave, whichever one this is. Yeah. And there's a bunch of items in there, which means there could be more Stone Sword keys in there. Whereas there are not going to be Stone Sword keys in the Hero of Zamor jail fight. There's a chance the Hero of Zamor reward is 1. But the odds of that being 1 are lower than the odds of getting 1 from the entire Fringe Folk Hero's Grave, which has like 5 items. So it's just a math game, really. Cauldron 7 again. Is that another Great Omen Killer Cleaver? Huh. It wants me to be whatever his name is, the guy that dual wields those. I guess they all do. Remembrance of the Lich Dragon. I'll just duplicate it later, maybe? I don't know. I'm just gonna use it right now. 30k. That's alright. 30k is alright. Another orange beam right here. Look at that. Cauldron 5. Cauldron 3. Smith 1. More surgeon gloves. Fire grease. Smoldering butterfly. Remembrance of the grafted. 20k. Wow. Pretty solid start.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height. That's gracious. Lost. What? Yeah.
Stone Sword key. Nice. We'll get these items checked out here. Not actually sure. Oh. Dude, those are so rare. And all these randomizers. I barely ever see those things. I guess they're just, you know, it's random. There's a few of them in the game. I obviously can't use that for a while. Not until the Urnia. I guess, for the purposes of being region locked, that I will count those belfries. Oh my god. Okay. I need another talisman pouch. Oh, that completely derailed what I was saying. I'm not going to worry about saying it until I get to Liurnia. I was just saying the belfries I'll count as being on Liurnia, but who cares? That's the health regen talisman. Yeah. The run is chosen. This run is chosen. It just is. I mean, at this point, I just die to something like Deathblight or to something like a boss I'm inexperienced with. overall, like a Melania type situation. Tish. To some people, that's the best summon in the game. I don't know. Maybe it is. There seems to be a lot of controversy around a lot of, maybe controversy is not the right word, but there seems to be a lot of back and forth around which one of these spirits is actually the best. Some people say it's Dung Eater, some people say it's Tish, some people say it's Rollo or whatever, the Omen Killer guy. I don't know. Myself. I don't use them that often, really. 132. I think for this, I should plan on having like Latenna if I can track her down. Or Oga. Go buy Oga. And then maybe Tish for like bosses. This guy killed me last time I threw Seed away by somehow knocking me down and squeezing me out of the tunnel. I'm gonna put the health regen talisman on right now. Just want to rot it. Once it's rotted, this should help. There we go. Now that it's rotted, I just hang out, watch its health go down while my health goes up. What kind of arrows do I have? Cold bone. Okay. Oh, he stopped rotting. Alright. Good. 1196. Not bad. I think the costs were, it was like 1,000 for Oga and like 5,000 or 6,000 for the jellyfish shield, I want to say. Grave level 1. So that's 2 grave 1s, right? Yeah, okay. I think Tish is going to be Ghost. But I don't know. Hey, Rusty Key. Nice. I don't actually need that. But it'll be nice to have access to those areas. In Stormvale. And we got a golden seed here, which is very lovely. Flask upgrades are very appreciated in a randomizer. Usually your health kind of dramatically outpaces your flask upgrades in randomizers, in my experience. So you end up with flasks that are like borderline useless. Which, as you might be able to imagine, not exactly the best. I'm gonna go check these graves before I go up into that fort. Just want to look at the beam on the item that's down here. That octopus blocking it? No, there it is. Looks like nothing too fancy. We got fanciness right here, though. Smithing Stone 2, Sword of Night and Flame. Well, if this was launch day, maybe. Winged Sword Insignia. It's one of those damage with consecutive hits talismans, I think. Oh, camera. Cameraman. Another stone sword key. Gargoyle's Black Axe and Vow of the Indomitable. How many stone sword keys am I at right now? 4. I'm gonna... I mean, these item drops are slowly converting my body into a broken record. But this seed is quite chosen. Little bit of God seed going on. Speaking of God seeds, what is this? Oh, a God seed, golden seed, golden God seed. I do not remember the enemies that are normally in here, so I'm just gonna kind of run by. I know I gotta get the items that are in that little room. Oh, why did it swing that direction? There's a knight over here. I remember this guy. He's a guaranteed item drop enemy. And he will come up the ladder. And I can fight him up here, where Pumpkinhead is not threatening me, or rats. He should be more willing to come up the ladder because of my pants, but maybe not. Ice spear. Okay. That's cool. And the rats are tankier than the guys that are just hanging out. Like the actual humans. Godric Knight Helm and was that Fire Monk? Hood? Host's Trick Mirror. Probably one of the least likely things to get used. Engraved with flames. I've never even seen this before. And I'm not impressed. Does it have crazy fire res? No. Why not? What? Whatever. Add that to the list of items that don't really make perfect sense as far as like the stats they provide versus how they're described. There's a few of them in this game. Do I have I landed on a rat. Do I have a fire device? Wait. Oh, I was trying to get him to take it out himself. I really don't want these to blow up. Oh, Pumpkinhead's going ham out there. Wow. And no wonder this place is a nightmare when I triple the enemies and randomize it. There's a lot of people here. Exalted Flesh. Okay. The flowers are randomized, so I'm going to check the blood flowers that are down here. Make sure they're not lovewort. Looks like they are glintstone fireflies. Okay, cleared, shop checked. Let's get the finger snap to get blind down, and also the items I wanted to buy from this fella.
Wait, well, you're back.
You. I mean, yeah. Might as well buy that. I don't know if I'll ever use it. And then this.
Howl, I suppose. Next time you don't fret, I just have.
That is a fixed item. It's always finger snap from him. Blide down. The reason I'm doing this is because Blide gives you an item as a reward for Darrywell. So as opposed to just killing Darrywell and getting what is normally his sword, you get that, and then Blide gives you an item as well. He trivializes the fight, and he's an NPC summon. I'm gonna let myself use NPC summons where it makes sense. Generally speaking, you know, I don't know. It's harmless. I think a lot of them don't even make the fights particularly easier sometimes because they give them extra health.
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he? The name's Blythe. He fled somewhere. Come tell me if I can offer you a...
He's so tall.
Darrow and in need of...
Right. Okay. We've got that now, so he'll be summonable for this. And let's go get the let's go get Monkey Quest. We'll go Monkey Quest, Monkey Cave. Yeah, usually I like at least having the Waste Lamp, but the Waste Lamp is going to be potentially not available to me. Oh, you're rotted. Yeah, you die. Smith 1. Lord Sworn Sword. Okay, time to find out if this is full fizz. Is it? No, it's not. And this is. It's lower lightning by a lot. Sure, but it's so much lighter. I just don't think it matters. Look, I'm Captain America now. Red, white, and blue. Look at that. And all the other countries that are also red, white, and blue. So like France, like Sweden or Norway or something has one of those colors too. I don't know. Haven't paid much attention to flags.
What? Some clock. You were just thank you. I was when I ended up as. Oh, when they. So this is all.
Mushrooms. Give me mushrooms. One holy grease.
Then.
Okay, man. If you say so. It is definitely nighttime, so the Knights Cavalry is here. Not super familiar with this particular fight. The halberd version I find more difficult than the flail version. But I don't find any of them especially hard. Especially with them not being immune to rot. Ouch. That's so much stamina to block that, man. Oh, that's a vertical slash. I was expecting more horizontals from him because he's so keen to do them. Did I hit him? He hit me. He's just rot. Just rot. You're not immune to it. I know you're not. I can't see what's happening. Okay, there we go. Now we can play the blocking game. Did I rod him or his horse? I think I rodded the horse. I'd like to rod him too. Why is lock on breaking? That was almost bad. Just like infinite poise. Okay. Thankfully he doesn't do very much damage. He backstabbable? So the thing is, he dies now. He dies to rot. I don't nearly need to do any extra damage here. Let that health bar go. I'm holding block. There we go. And my reward is a cracked pot. Yeah. Not too worth. Where's the parade? Is this really normally a snow guy? They have a fuzzy snowy one down here? Okay. I'm a little confused, but that's all right. I should really try to get enough mind. Do I want to do this without flasks? No. No, I don't. Get this item. What on night gauntlets? Official's attire is whatever, that's trash, but blood on night gauntlets could be decent. Nascent butterfly. We got us a blue beam. 2 blue beams. We got a thank you, that's good. All knowing gauntlets. Larval tier. Okay. The enemies are not randomized, so larval tiers are actually fairly nice. The items, however, of course, are. So getting into Liurnia can be a little bit, not Liurnia. Getting into Raya Lucaria can be a little difficult. The randomizer is a lovely setting where you can force the key to get into Raya Lucaria to be in Liurnia, and you can force the rusty key to get into Stormvale to be in Limgrave, which I did enable to reduce the odds of getting soft locks for the purposes of region locking. The key to Raya Lucaria could have been anywhere in the game if I didn't enable that, which could mean it's in the snowfields. And then I could not beat all the bosses in Liurnia, obviously, before leaving, and that's sort of the whole challenge. So, yeah, I kind of had to enable that. Luckily, there's an option for it, so just as easy as checking a box. So the bad news is it could take me a long time to get in there. The good news is I definitely can. Rod. Rot. Beautiful. Thank you for rotting. Crackpot Serpent's Amnion. It's a quest item. Alright, now for the bonus item.
Had to work for it.
What'd you bring me? Fire Blossom Beast Liver.
Oh, if you venture, tell him I still be sure I owe you honor. That's this time we parted.
Well, that was garbage. My official stance is that Weeping Peninsula is a part of Limgrave. So I could go down here. I'm also leaving Dragon Barrow separate from Caelid. I'm not sure exactly where the line is. So there is a chance I like slightly cross over. In which case I'll just turn around and walk out. Man, you really can't get to Round Table until you leave Limgrave, huh? Or is it resting after beating a boss? I always forget. We're gonna go do Pumpkinhead now. There's a merchant behind him. He's fairly free. Fairly free. What do I need to level? 5? Okay, wait, hold on. I keep meaning to put 1 point into mine so that at least I can pull out Dolores. So let's just do it. Let's just do it. Wait, why is that only taking me to 85? I thought this took me to 85. Yeah, I'm at 88. Okay, it doesn't show in that screen then? Yeah, and I can pull Dolores out and see how Dolores does against Pumpkinhead. I don't even really know what Dolores fights with. I think it's like a thrusting sword and like a bow. Guaranteed item drop guy respawns. Does he drop it again? No. When I say guaranteed item drop, what I mean is like the type of enemy where when you kill them, an item just instantly is put in your inventory. Not that they always drop something on the ground. Dolores. The sleepy arrow. Put him to sleep. He has the big cone head? Ah. Didn't know that. Didn't know he was a goofy guy. Oh, sleep landed. Right? Nope. Rot. There it is. Oh, let's go. I didn't even know you could stagger these dudes. He's rotted. It's over. So you're a silly conehead person. You know, it just doesn't show up in the art here. It's even a different chest. Why is this person so different? Oh, because they're an NPC. Because they're one of Celavis's puppet ones. And I randomized the clothes on them. Oh, that's funny. Wow, I wouldn't have thought that it would work that way. That's really funny.
Tarnished, are we? I am sorry. Why are you here? your proclivity. Oh well, perhaps that one must choose. I was exiled as a revile. Do you still wish?
Yeah.
Very well, but I refuse to anticipate.
Every time I see this item, I think it's the Glintstone key to get into Lucaria. Every time. But that's in Liurnia. It can't be here. So. I don't really remember this one doing much of anything. I don't have enough runes to get it at the moment, so that'll be that for now. Let's see, what do I want to do next? Margit's free. Dragon guy is not. Cave. We're gonna go do Monkey Cave earlier. I forgot. It's Monkey Cave time now. Really want that talisman pouch. And get the ancestral spirit horn back on. Not that there's an Ash of War worth using on this weapon, really. I don't think it can be changed. I think it's too special of a weapon to be allowed to change. Not sure on that, though. And for this guy, one of the jerk vendors that's not nice. Oh, always being nice to me. Lides Pants. Mask of Confidence, which is not Celivis's thing. Raises Arcane. I'll keep my mind raised for now. This guy's gonna get mad at me even though I spent like 6,000 runes. Yeah. Amazing. What did I say? I was like, oh, let's go check this vendor. I really want a talisman pouch. And he just has one. Thanks, dude. He pulled through. He pulled through for me. I don't remember the other thing I bought from him. I kind of don't want to talk to him again, but... Oh, right. Crystal Memento. And then... I don't know. I should buy that helmet in case needing Arcane is something I want eventually. I'm not going to remember that this guy has that. Okay, let's move Rodrika to Round Table, even though I can't move myself to Round Table yet.
Tell them I love them fine again.
There you go.
I can't.
She gives you an item as a reward once you get to Round Table. That's why you do this. Normally that's in Stormvale. It's not helpful right now because I can't go get the reward. It may as well be in Stormvale. Speaking of, I think that's where I'm gonna go right now. The enemies are not randomized, so the guys that mount the ballistas are actually going to be there. But I have the rusty key, so I can get through the other way. And that's very good for me. I don't know if Margit can be slept. What does this do? You want to take me to Round Table yet? Or is this just a lore drop?
This time this line, but now you can see the rays.
Okay. Yeah, just lore. Yeah, why not? I think his spells might be randomized. I'm gonna let him come in before I trigger the cutscene. I like triggering the cutscene with motion blur on. It's fun. Alright, I've done a lot for you, Margit. I've given you a lot of health. Maybe too much health. reach. It's one of the problems with this weapon for sure. It's super stubby. I want it. It's 2 hits for rod application purposes. I'm gonna charge R2 here as well. Okay, he's rotten. Dolores plays pretty far back. Like, she seems determined to be an archer, you know? She's not like awkwardly running closer in to shoot arrows. Yeah, this is free. This is free. Market's free. I haven't even needed to really employ any of my knowledge of the fight here because it's just a gank fest. He's done. What item are you giving me, Margit? What do you got? Death Ritual Spear. Okay. That plus the Ancestral Spirit's Horn is something I've wanted to potentially do a whole run with for quite a while now. Ever since I realized how cool this Ash of War is, I'm genuinely like tempted by that. The only issue is it's int scaling. Oh, is this round table?
Forgive me.
It is. Okay. Right on.
There is, but I can take gathering.
Definitely, let's go. So many items. So, death ritual spear or whatever. Spears are good with shields. I don't have to make myself vulnerable to poke someone down. The weapon art is ranged. I lose a little bit of fashion points, but the fashion was never going to be able to be too stagnant here. I was always going to need to pivot into heavier and heavier armor as the game goes on. So, maybe it's time. A little earlier than I thought. I liked the red on my pants and the red on the hammer, even though they don't match too excellently. Nice horns. Dejection. Oh, well, I complimented him, so. Not my fault. Malekith's Black Blade. Discarded Palace Key. The Gold Mask ending item. Murnal Letter. A painting I can actually check? Okay. I need... This is the strength one. Endurance. I'm not using Malekith's Black Blade. This too, Gold Sewing Needle. Okay. This. And then 12k for all of those. Yeah. What is my class? What are my stats right now? Dex, strength. Again, it's on the lower end of the int spectrum, but I still think this is just the way to go. No more rot. Losing rot feels bad though. Rot is such a reliable, dependable, sort of beautiful status effect.
Read my name, isn't this around? I never knew, although I'm still looking. Oh, please, Allah forgiving me. It was
What do you got? Root resin.
Still looking.
I'm thoroughly unimpressed. Dang! 7 out of 10. Alright, somber? Gotta be, right? Yeah, it's somber. And then what's the other one? Regular smithing stones. So I could carry both. I could carry both. I have 13 of those already. Can I change it? Oh, you can change the Ash of War on this? Well, if I can find Wild Strikes or Furious Swing or whatever, that might actually be the play. I have Deathroot, sir. Oh yeah, I can't go see Garank yet, man. Sorry. You can mark the map, but I can't go to Dragon Barrow yet. I'm in Limgrave. Well, there were so many crazy good items I got kind of distracted. I should go do the monkey boss, I think. Even though I don't have a light source yet, do I? I mean, I know the layout and the enemies aren't randomized, so it's just a bunch of monkeys. So it's actually pretty safe. I'm always afraid I'm gonna fall to my death here. Like, always. Every time I go down that. This is the time it kills me. I think to myself. It hasn't killed me yet. Going down the correct way. Anyway. Can't just pick up your torch. The cave music is the Radon festival music. There's a little bit of a... No, I don't think that's the jellyfish glowing. Yeah, that's just the character glowing a little bit. Partisan. Finger seal. I just need to find poison mist. Do I want to bring in this dude? I know I don't need him. So, sure. Why not? I can't do Dolores now because I used all my blue. I have to kill some monks. Damage is pretty low. These guys bounce off everything though. So if I can get the Cerulean assassin dagger thing. Or get FP on crits. That would be so cool with this. Spam. R1 spam. Simply better. Later, nerd. Oh, I don't have enough blue. I have enough blue now? Mini Ranny. No mercy. Wait, the R2 is a slash? Ooh, this weapon's cool, man. I never touched this thing before doing randomizers, and I didn't touch it until really recently, even in randomizers. It's rapidly becoming one of my favorite weapons. I assume the scaling's wonky, like the Ash of War only scales off of int or something, or doesn't scale off of int or something bad. There's a lot of jank with weapons scaling in this game. I assume there's probably some weirdness to it. But having a reliable and pretty good ranged option, it's not even that slow. Like, that's about the amount of time it would take to, like, draw an arrow and shoot it. Alright, it's time for Babby Dragon Church. Killing goats gives me blue too. Anything dying gives me blue. Even if I don't kill it. Even if it just slips off a cliff somewhere. What do you got? Longtail Cat Talisman, Dragon Ice, and Perfumer's Talisman. I mean, the Longtail Cat Talisman could potentially be kind of useful, but only on ambiguous drops that I'm not familiar with, which I should... Like, realistically, I'm avoiding those with or without that, you know? Not really a sensible decision to make in a hardcore setting. If you don't know if you're gonna survive a fall, like, don't do the fall. You basically never have to. It's what I like to think of as a dumb risk, like just a bad risk. You have to take some risks, but there are bad risks that you do not have to take. I would call that one. Not very weak to magic. Good to know, I guess. Might be thrusting damage that they're resistant to, actually. Easy peasy. Slow and steady. Rune Arc. 50 damage per beam. Versus something like 47 or 48 per stab. The spears have extra critical damage in this game. 110, that is extra, right? There's so many down here. Guardian Greaves. There's another one. I think the range on this Ash of War is like the same as Lock On. So if I can Lock On, it'll reach. Nah, it's a little shorter than Lock On. Okay. Oh, that's good. I'm glad I tested that. Gonna do nothing. Staggered him. This really is like the ambush dungeon, huh? They were just like, yeah, we'll give you some skeletons while you come in, and then we'll throw 30 skeletons at you on your way out. I'll take it. Whatever. Oh, whatever. Banished Knight's Halberd. These guys like dropping their pieces of equipment that have yellow in them, huh? We got yellow on this. We got yellow on the pants. It's kind of gold, but same thing. What boss is this? Is it a duelist? Oh. That's unfortunate. I'd probably rather rot this person. So medium roll? Yes, I am. Boing. I'm familiar with which one's boing. I don't know if this person does any of the ranged attack. That was supposed to boing, but she missed. That hit me. I got hit by that. Alright, do I just R2 you? And I win eventually if I just hit the rot. As long as this one doesn't have the grab anyway. The way these enemies fight is very cool. It's annoying and it can be frustrating to deal with, especially the invisible ones. But their animations and stuff, like what they do, is just so cool. I like them a lot. And I want the chest piece too. The spear is it much lighter? Yeah, it's almost half the weight. And I can attack without lowering my guard because it's a spear. And it has reliable range. But rod is my favorite thing in the whole game. I'm scared. I can't really see. It's one of those caves where there's a bunch of drop downs. If any of them are lethal and I just can't see them, then I am an absolute clown for doing this. Which, you know, if there's been a trend so far in my region locked attempts, the trend is that I'm a clown. So it would be pretty on brand for me, honestly. Yeah, this could be a lethal fall, but it's lit up. Feels deliberate to me. Feels like good game design. Oh, we lit it up because this one could kill you, so you don't need a light. It's kind of nice. Although, good game design might be a little bit of a reach. Just generosity. There's totally a cave in this game that's pitch black where you can't see anything that has lethal falls in it. No question. So you could almost argue it's bad design because it teaches you that it's going to be nice to you and then it isn't nice to you. It lies. I wouldn't make that argument. I don't know. All I know is I'm scared of falling to my death. I'm gonna go really slow. Bark, bark. Oh my. Oh, big wolf. Mini boss. He's dead. Is this a dead end? Okay. So it is. So we need to go out and then go this way. Holy, what is this cave? I don't think I've ever been in here before. This is so cool. What's happening? What's normally here? Yeah, I'm gonna switch to the spear. I want range. Thought I saw something behind me. I didn't, but it made me look at this. So that's pretty cool. Viridian Amber Medallion 1. +1. Okay. It's 13 points of stamina. I don't have a third slot. Say hop down to the water level. That's the grab, right? I poised it. That's cool. And I'm so lost. This place is big. To be in here in complete darkness. Magic glint blade. Is this where the land octopus boss is? Would make some sense. I think there is one. I'm scared that like that water is like death. That's like deep water you can't stand in. should make this a required jump. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least I don't feel like I threw that. That one was kind of like, I've never been in there before, so there's a pitfall. So be it. GG attempt number 3.